I'm going to talk a little bit about the Ian business model and how we've uh, attempted to develop novel funding sources. And one way we've done that is we've really marketed what we can do well. We market our ability to do science communication, to do environmental report cards, and to train and build capacity. And it's been quite successful in just a simply financial sense. These are the grants and contracts that we've been awarded in since our inception, and you can see that we've had a steady growth, and this is compared to the grants and contracts at the various other five institutions within the University of Maryland Center for Bioscience. So you can see we've had a steady growth. One of the things we've really learned is that we like doing repeat business because we've trained agencies how to work with us, and we've been trained on how to work with them. And one of the most successful is the National Park Service over the last 10 years. But not just the Park Service. We're doing a whole lot of different work with a host of different organizations. These are the numbers of different projects since 2008. And so each one of those is further split up into separate individual projects. So we have a diversity of projects from a diversity of funding sources. I think the most important thing we do is recruit and retain talented and committed people. People really bought into this vision that we can use science integration and application to affect change. We've grown in terms of our total number of personnel. The core Ian staff from the bottom has grown from 2 at the beginning, well, 1 actually at the initiation to over 20. And we have these embedded employees at the Bay program, gone from 4 up to 11. And we had our EcoCheck partnership for 7 years, and then we've got these new state agency partnerships that have increased our total count to over 35. One of the things that's important about having talented and committed people is this lifelong learning. So we have an active professional development program. They go up and attend workshops and take online courses. We have an intern program that's been really successful at training future employees as well as gap year folks that go off to graduate programs. And two in the middle, Susie Spitzer and Vanessa Vargas here, are now full-time PhD students with Ian as well. One of the perks of this job is we get to travel to exotic places and learn in an immersive situation, learn a lot about a new place, but work with partners that really give us insights into those locations. We go off, try to have fun activities as often as possible. One of the things that I do in the job as Vice President for Science Application is try to champion science applications for UMCES above and beyond what occurs during the Ian activities. So we work very closely with state agencies. I interact regularly with the Executive Council, which are the lab directors and other vice presidents at UMCES, and of course President Don Bosch. And then I work also with the University System of Maryland, the constellation of 12 different universities in the system. So back up Don Bosch and a lot of his activities, and represent UMCES both nationally and globally. One of the things that we continue to do is peer review publications. Ian is active in teaching. I teach a class with Don Bosch called Science for Environmental Management. We're expanding that teaching to sort of year-round teaching. We're going to be teaching something every semester, and also supervised as directly and as co-supervised various graduate students. So one of the things I think is important is that we're very collaborative, and we really like being involved in collaborative projects, and we can help with the broader impact sections of proposals. This is a figure that we helped Appalachian Lab researcher Katja Engelhardt develop for a sphagnum proposal that she submitted. We can use our symbology also to help scope out a more involved proposal. We can take graphics like this Excel output on the left-hand side and turn it into something that's a little more user-friendly and intelligible. We can take maps that highlight certain features and cause them to pop out a little better. We can take box and arrow diagrams and turn them into something that's a little more intuitive. We can take storyboards, which we kind of lay things out on a whiteboard and then turn that into a product like this we did for Samoa. We also have a lot of experience in the workshop setting, facilitating meetings and workshops at various sizes and various locations. And we're happy and willing to do that. We have this Ian Press that we've created as a vehicle for publishing online materials, as well as some few of the books that we actually charge for. The rest of these are available for free online. We have a seminar series where we try to highlight research findings, recent relevant research to Chesapeake Bay program. This is our new Appalachian Lab Director, Eric Davidson, down at the Chesapeake Bay program, delivering one of the STAR seminars. So future directions for the Integration Application Network. Well, number one, we'd like to leverage bigger outcomes. That's our ultimate goal. If that involves growing ourselves, it's not as much about growth of numbers, but growth of outcomes. We're expanding our teaching. We like to develop a certificate program in science communication. Take on these graduate students to help provide more evaluation and documentation of what we're doing. Develop more online tools for teaching. We want to leverage bigger partnerships. We've got these two pretty exciting partnerships that are at the with WWF and the Nature Conservancy that we're excited about working with. We'd like to consolidate some of our presence into Annapolis. We've got sort of concocted this proposal for our Annapolis Institute for Environmental Solutions, and the Chesapeake Bay programs with the new agreement, the new work goal teams, and STAR and STAC. We think that we can aid in the Chesapeake Bay program reform. So we think that there's an exciting future for Ian, as well as a pretty good initial 13 years. Thanks.